99% of men never do this, yet it's one of the things that most deeply attracts women. Sounds like an exaggeration? Think again. How many men do you know who are good-looking, confident, and even successful, yet still struggle to build real connections with women? The reason is simple. Attraction goes far beyond appearance, money, or social status. Most men overlook small but incredibly powerful behaviors that make a man truly unforgettable. Today I'm going to share 5 things women secretly desire but rarely say out loud. We're not talking about ordinary relationship cliches. These are psychological triggers rooted in human nature and supported by centuries of wisdom that can completely change the way women perceive you. If you haven't understood this yet, you're missing out on a kind of attraction that stays with her long after the date is over. Before we begin, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. This is Stoic Nexus. Now let's get right into it. Secret number 1. The power of touch before intimacy. Picture this scenario. You're on a date. The conversation is flowing smoothly. She smiles, laughs at your jokes, and everything feels natural. Yet somehow, something seems absent. You drop her off at home, send a text later, and get nothing but silence. This is exactly where many men go wrong. They believe attraction is created only through words, witty comments, or saying all the right things. They assume that if they communicate perfectly, a connection will automatically form. But women don't connect through words alone. They respond to presence, emotion, and physical energy as well. One of the most overlooked ways to create a deeper connection is through subtle touch, not needy touch, not invasive touch, just something intentional, calm and reassuring. A gentle touch on her back, a brief touch on her shoulder, holding her hand for a moment longer than expected. These simple actions communicate far more than words ever could. They quietly say, "I see you. You're safe with me. I'm here beside you," without expecting anything in return. Most men touch because they're hoping for a specific outcome, and women recognize that instantly. It creates pressure. But the man who touches without hidden intentions feels rare. He communicates security, and security is often where desire begins. As Marcus Aurelius taught, stop debating what a good man should be. Be that man. Stand firm. Be intentional. Very few men truly understand this principle. That's why so many struggle when it comes to intimacy. The ones who do understand it become impossible to forget. Secret number 2. The art of respectful flirting. Most men fall into one of 2 categories. Either they flirt too aggressively and come across as desperate, or they barely flirt at all and end up being completely forgettable. But women enjoy flirting when it's done correctly, playfully, confidently, and respectfully. Real flirting isn't about memorizing pickup lines. It's about energy. It's about subtle teasing. It's about creating a little tension. It's a social dance. For example, she says she loves Italian food. Most men immediately reply, "Me too." Conversation over. But a man who understands flirtation smiles and says, "Oh, really? Then you obviously haven't tried my cooking yet." Now there's playfulness. Now there's chemistry. Now there's an invitation for her to engage in the interaction. And here's where many men make a mistake. They flirt, hoping for approval. They make a joke and immediately wait for validation. That behavior destroys attraction. High-value men flirt because they enjoy the interaction itself, not because they depend on her reaction. Even eye contact matters. Hold her gaze just a little longer. Look away naturally, then meet her eyes again. That small, silent tension can be incredibly magnetic. Secret number 3. Listen to understand, not to reply. Almost nobody does this. Most people listen while mentally preparing their next response. They're not truly present. They're simply waiting for their turn to speak. And women notice this immediately. When a woman opens up emotionally, she's usually not searching for solutions. She wants to feel heard. She wants to feel seen. She wants to feel understood. The approach is simple. Be completely present. Put your phone aside. Stop rehearsing what you're going to say next. Just listen. Then ask a question that shows you were genuinely paying attention. Instead of saying, "That's ridiculous," You might respond, "You mentioned your boss said that. How did that make you feel?" That level of attention is rare, and anything rare naturally becomes valuable. When a woman feels genuinely listened to, trust begins to grow.